Hey guys, I am sorry I'm late with my 7-month video post-op. I was out camping. So I'll go over my stats really quick. My hair looks like crap. I need to do one more deep conditioning. I'll go over my stats really quick that I have. Obviously, I did not do my inches while I was, out and about. Went on a week and a half long camping trip. Maybe I'll make a different video about that. But anyways, I was 212 pounds, which gave me a total weight loss of 128 pounds and 94 pounds since surgery. I basically have lost the weight of my husband when we first got married. He fluctuated between 126 and 127. So that was a big deal. That was kind of a cool thing that, I basically have lost the weight of an entire person. I did not obviously do inches or anything like that. But I will say this. One of the things on my list to do after surgery was to be able to get down to a weight to be able to ride horses again. And I did. So we went on a 3-hour horseback riding up into the Gallatin National Forest and so forth. It was pretty awesome. I had a trotter, and all of the knowledge that I had previously from riding horses actually paid off quite a bit. And the lady that was guiding us on this, because it was a guided tour thing, was extremely surprised. My horse went down. Those of you that know about horses know trotters don't always pick up their hoofs because they're used to, prancing and doing pretty steps, and they get kind of lazy on a trail. And there was a root system in one part of the trail, and of course it got hung up a little bit. Luckily, nothing happened. The horse's leg is fine and all that stuff, but managed to stay on the horse, managed to get the horse, situated with the weight balance to not go 100% down, just, a partial down. So that was, pretty amazing that I still had all of that, that knowledge and stuff like that. So today is, June 25th. So I'm actually kind of late. We've been on a couple camping trips now because we got our new camper. This last trip we were supposed to be outside of West Yellowstone. However, when we got there, the campsites were literally right on top of each other. The campsite next to us, their kids kept coming over and playing like within 5 feet of our campfire and stuff like that. So one of our friends suggested to go down to Island Park over in Idaho. Beautiful, beautiful place. We did the horseback trail over by West Yellowstone. And then we went over to Island Park. Stayed over there for 4 or 5 nights over there. It was pretty amazing. While we were over there, we rented, it's an ATV. It's one of those Polaris something or others. It's not like a 4-wheeler. Like I like 4-wheelers better than what we had taken, but we did off-road. Had the helmets on, did a bunch of stuff. That was pretty fun. So non-scale stuff is being able to do that kind of stuff again. This weekend, we just got back yesterday from another camping trip, and we found a trail that leads up. It's a 2,800 foot elevation hike. And I made it 3/4 of the way. We didn't know that it was a 2,800 foot elevation. It said Basin Lake, 2.5 miles. And so we thought, well, okay, 2.5 miles, I have no problem doing that. Had some water, had a banana on me, but nothing else. We didn't pack lunch. We didn't, we didn't take our hiking backpack because we just thought, oh, it'll just be a quick jaunt up to this lake and then back, and we'll go in and have lunch. So by about 11:30, I was like, no, we need to turn around, because I had already eaten my banana, and I was halfway through the water that we had taken, and I wasn't sure how far up it was. So we'll be going back there next month, the end of July, and we'll do that hike, and I'll see if I can make it all the way up to the top. We're going to pack it in though. We're going to make sure that I have enough protein bars and, you know, stuff like that to do that. Which is, you know, pretty cool. We had a lot of fun. So being able to do that kind of stuff is pretty amazing. I really enjoy it. I miss horseback riding. I miss doing four-wheelers and ATVs and, you know, all that kind of stuff. And hiking is much, much easier. The only reason I know that I'm winded is because of my Fitbit. It'll not winded, but my heart rate, once my heart rate gets up to, they don't want me getting over 125 right now. So once I reach 120, it'll say, you know, well, it's actually, I think 111 is in the zone. From 111 to 120 is in the zone, and then 125, it'll start buzzing on me, and then I have to stop and wait for my heart rate, you know, do a cooling down period, and then start again. But my MS is doing fairly well. I still did get overheated a little bit, but not bad. This trail has some openness and then a lot of woodedness. So it was pretty cool, you know, to go and do all that. I did get cleared to do exercising, no more than 30 minutes. I am up to 1,000 calories a day, between 1,000 and 1,100. Right now for life, basically my nutritionist said that I will eventually, I'm sorry, there's a cat chasing a squirrel up a tree. I've never seen that. Anyways, my nutritionist said between 1,200 and 1,400 calories a day for me, for my bone structure, my MS, and all of my needs. That is going to be my long-term goal, is to get to 1,200, you know, 1,200 to 1,400 calories, and anywhere from 125 carbs to 150 carbs. I'm lucky if I pull the 115 that she wants me to pull in carbs right now, and I've had to reintroduce bread. Here's the weird thing though. Wheat bread, I cannot stomach it. My new stomach, my new pouch says, it gets really, really upset. So I have to do the enriched white bread. It's a premium bread. And it does have less stuff than your regular 99-cent white bread. So I don't know, 6 of one, half a dozen of another. But I was pretty surprised when she explained, because I'm thinking to myself, because you can have chips now in moderation. Everything is in moderation, and that's part of the thing. I know that a majority of my weight gain was due to my medications that I was on, and my my MS meds that I was taking and so forth. I am off of those meds now. I'm still taking, obviously, my Avonex, which is my intermuscle injection once a week, my shot. That's my shot night, which will be tonight, because of the camping thing. We went camping and stuff. But at any rate, I was shocked, you know, when she said, you can have some chips, you can have this, you can have, you know, and Jimmy John's, as you guys know from several videos back, I've been kind of hooked on Jimmy John's, their turkey tom unwrap is what they call it, just with the lettuce. She's like, no, you need to get the bread and just eat, you know, take off the top or take off the bottom and just eat half of the bread. And I'm looking at her and I'm going, what? Because I was barely pulling 30 to 50 carbs a day. And that's bad, because I guess your organs can shut down and so forth like that. And it's also probably why my hair, part of why my hair has gotten, you know, the way that it is. I have to do another deep conditioning in it, and then hopefully it'll kick back up. But I am starting to slowly, my hair loss has been declining. I haven't been losing as much hair constantly. But I was really surprised about all that. But at 1,000 calories, she said 15 minutes to a half an hour. She okayed me to do horseback riding. I didn't ask about ATVs. We were out and about, and that was a spur-of-the-moment deal. The price was right, and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So at any rate, I am in a debate situation right now. In Montana, we have a lot of snowy seasons. This last year, we had, what was it? October, November, December, January, February, March, April. We had almost 7 months of snow out of a 12-month season. And when we get the really bad snowstorms, the roads are really, really icy. I have a gym membership right now, which is all the way across town. So my debate going on right now is getting a treadmill at my house. And my husband, you know, we have weights and different stuff like that. And he also got an all-in-one body system, workout system. So my debate right now is, do I just get the treadmill and stay at home and do my exercising until I can get enough, you know, carbs and all that kind of stuff? Or do I do the gym membership, but I don't drive out to the gym when the roads are really icy? I don't like to drive on them unnecessarily. I know that it's necessary for me to start working out, but, you know, driving over to the gym, if I've got a treadmill and I've got, you know, weights and stuff like that, and I've got, because I have an exercise room at the house. So that's where I think I'm going to go, is doing the more home stuff. I think I would do it more often than actually going down to the gym, but we'll see. But I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to get back up to doing that stuff. I need to start doing the strength training. Excuse me, the strength training, and get my cardio up. My cardio actually is pretty good since I've lost a lot of the weight and everything. Yeah, this is excess skin. You can start to see. But anyways, that's another story. I'm starting to ramble. So my carb counts are getting up there. I've been reaching at least 100 carbs a day. I've been trying to, and I feel like it's cheating. I feel like, you know, I'm having bread and that's bad food, because previously they always tell you pastas, breads, all this kind of stuff. Those are bad things. You got to stay away from them. Now, however, they're like, you need to eat this, 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 and this. I'm doing pretty good at getting vegetables and stuff in. My potassium was still a little low, so I'm eating bananas. I have my snack over here. I got to do her in about 20 minutes. Sorry. But I'm doing pretty good on getting most of my vegetables and stuff like that in, and trying to get fruits in. I'm not 100% successful on fruits, even though it's the summertime. But I did find these Nutri-Grain bars that they have really good fiber content and stuff like that. Luckily, that's starting to get finalized. You know, I'm starting to get back almost on a daily routine, which is good. I don't know, I've just been really amazed at the foods that my nutritionist is saying, yep, this is what you can have now, this is what you can try, this is, you know, because some of it feels like it's a cheat, you know. Like, I can have up to 2 pieces of regular bacon. Not that it tastes good now, because I haven't had it in very long. I did try some. Didn't taste very good, spat it out. I'm going to stick with my turkey bacon instead of regular bacon. But, you know, it's just, I'm shocked at that. I really am. And I know that everybody's nutritionists are different, and everybody's bodies are different. I don't know if mine has to do with my MS and things that I need, you know, for my body and that kind of stuff. But I'm doing pretty good. You know, chicken is a main staple, and fish. We try and eat fish at least twice a week, and that kind of thing. So I'm feeling pretty good. Each camping trip that we've gone on, though, I've come back and I weigh 2 pounds more than when I left. And I'm hiking and doing all kinds of stuff. I think it's water retention, because hiking and that kind of stuff, I'm drinking a lot of water. So, I don't know. We'll see. But within a day or two, it's off again. It's really bizarre. But everything's doing pretty good. Like I said, I didn't measure my inches, you know, and that kind of stuff. I just have my weights for this month. Hopefully, no, actually I won't. Yes, I will. No, maybe. I'm not sure if I'll be home on my 8th month or not. Next month's 14th. I'll have to look at the calendar, but I will try. I will try. But I'm in a size 12 pants now. Yeah, I was pretty shocked about that. I had tried on the 14s that I had set aside because the 16s were getting loose, and I went down to the 14s. Well, I pulled the 14s out and they were loose. And I was like, what? There's no way. So then I was like, all right, shits and giggles, I'm going to try on the size 12s. They fit. I was really shocked. So I anticipate I still obviously have more to lose, and I'm still losing, and I think it's about another 40 pounds. 170, 180 is where I'm looking to go. So what is that? 30, 40, yeah, about 40 pounds, another 40 pounds. So I think probably what will happen is I'll probably drop down into an 810 and come back up and be around well, I don't know, because I've been losing quite a bit. But once I start doing muscle toning and that kind of thing, muscle weighs more than fat does. So even though my clothing size will shrink, my weight may stabilize or go up, because that's just how things happen. So I'm not probably going to do another video before the 4th of July. So happy Independence Day, everybody. Be safe. Check with your neurologist, or not your neurologist, excuse me. If you have MS, definitely check with your neurologist. I do constantly, which is why I keep saying it. Which, oh, by the way, I did my MRI, and I have absolutely no new lesions this last year. Very, very interesting, especially since surgery. They were concerned. Usually MS does have a flare-up within the first, couple days after surgery, and sometimes around the 4 to 6 month mark. But just right before we went camping, I did my MRI and had that visit with my neurologist. That was very nice to know. This has been the first time in several years that I haven't had a lesion. And getting off of, I'm only on technically 2 medications now, and we're going to discuss whether the Wellbutrin I need to be on or not. I originally started doing that to stop smoking because Chantix, however you pronounce it, does not work for me whatsoever. But the Wellbutrin helps quite a bit, and it also helped with a lot of my depression and stuff with the weight gain and all that prior to surgery. So we'll be discussing whether or not I should start weaning off of that or not. And I'm on my levothyroxine, and then my Avonex intermuscle injection. All the rest of it is all vitamin stuff. I've gotten off of all the other medications, and the Wellbutrin, we actually altered the medication, because the one that I was on, which is a slow release, actually causes weight gain. It is only in about 5 or 10% of people. I was one of those. And that's why I contribute so much weight loss previous to surgery, because before the surgery they had switched me to the instant release, the rapid release, 3 times a day instead of just one time a day. Yeah, and I lost quite a bit of weight before surgery, and I wasn't really dieting, honestly. I mean, I kind of was watching what I was eating, other than before the 10-day, obviously, I had a 2-week liquid diet that I had to do. Or 10 days. It was 10 days, I think. 10-day liquid diet that I had to do. But I really, you gotta do what you gotta do. Even now, like they're saying Domino's, the thin crust pizza, if you get the pepperoni, there's no way in hell I can eat the portion amount that they say that I can have. Okay, let's just go there. But even so, even eating that, the carb count and all that stuff is very, very minimal. I was really surprised. Now, if you go get a regular pizza, and I also don't do the sauce. I don't do the sauce, because there's a lot of salt and stuff like that in the sauces once you start looking at it. But anyways, I'm rambling again. I do that quite often. Everything is doing good. I'm really looking forward. We have 5 more camping trips going on this summer. Then we have a cruise coming up in November. That's going to be my 1-year Surgiversary gift to myself. And we're going to go to Cabo and Mazatlan. Oh, what's the other one? Cabo San Lucas. Oh, Puerto Vallarta. We're going to Puerto Vallarta too. So it'll be a week-long cruise. That'll be fun. Just looking forward to doing stuff and being able to get out and move and do stuff. So it's not always all just weight related. It's also health related, and being off 90% of my medications is pretty damn special, I gotta say. Especially the medications that was helping to cause the weight gain and stuff like that. So have a good 4th, everybody. This is really long. I'm sorry. I'll catch up with you guys later.